Focus on your what? Focus on your focus. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing okay and everyone is doing well. Another week of Love Island reviews. Before we get started, let's defo address the elephant. Okay, the elephant in the room. Defo looking more glammed than I've ever looked for these Love Island reviews. But literally, me and my little sister, we went out to eat, you know, a nice little munch. And I literally came home, caught up on Love Island. So I'm a bit late by around maybe like 30-40 minutes, but we caught up. So it's time for a review. So as I usually and I always say, number one, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and definitely join the family. We are on the road to 30k, which is absolutely amazing. Number two, also be sure to follow me on my Instagram and also on my Twitter at SarahDestinyX. And number three, as I usually and I always say, please do get cozy and comfy with hot Ibina and some snacks. Let's get into this review. Alrighty, so let us start off with the fact that two boys were dumped and the decisions were going to be left in the hands of the females. Did already flag this up to you guys on Friday, i.e. two guys were going to be getting dumped. It was out of Kai, Aaron and Spencer. I did already suspect that Aaron and Spencer were going to be going home, only because of course we know that Kai has definitely developed a very strong relationship with Olivia in the villa, which I'm going to get into later, okay, because I didn't find it fair in regards to the reasoning. But of course Tanyel really wanted to save Spencer, and I'm not really surprised. We do know that over the past couple of episodes they have 100% built a bond between one another, and of course Olivia wanting to save Kai. In the end they did end up dumping Aaron and Spencer. No surprise there. I already predicted this, and I think it was actually common sense, you know. I do feel like with the decision that was made, it just kind of shows how much, I guess, Olivia's priorities and situations seem to be more highly valued compared to Tanyel's. I do understand that Tanyel and Spencer have only just started speaking, but I do feel like just because Olivia and Kai have been speaking for a bit longer, because they're low-key seen as OGs and originals in the villa. Sorry, I saw Spider. I need to get rid of that though, because it literally freaks me out. Anyway, so yeah, I do definitely feel like it wasn't really fair. But two people getting dumped, it wasn't easy, okay? It was not easy. But Aaron, he could have gone, definitely given furniture, speaking furniture once in a while. He'll come and tell us the mic is on. And Spencer, I feel like he was a cool guy. I wish he had more time in the villa, but of course they did end up saving Kai. Now let's move on to the bedtime, all right? So bedtime, of course, Olivia made a very sly comment. And for me, it reminded me once again why I ain't feeling this girl, okay? And I already told you guys, someone did tell me in one of my reviews, like, oh, Sarah, they commented it down below, like, oh, Sarah, I hate the way you always speak about Olivia. You need to give her a chance. The spirit of discernment works through screens, okay, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I just feel like with Olivia, for the past couple of episodes, she's definitely shown us who she really is. She's definitely shown us more of her character and her personality. And for me personally, she's just not my kind of girl, okay, from what I've gathered. It ain't changing over here. So of course Tanyel did say, oh, you know, essentially like, oh, now Spencer's gone, I hope they send in two new guys to the villa. And she was like, oh, why is Tanyel worried about other men? Spencer hasn't even left yet. The camera did pan to Lana and Sammy, and at first I was giving both Lana and Sammy a side eye as well, because if you guys want to be doing up 3 evil musketeers, I will note that down and that's fine. But we do know that later on in the episode Sammy did come clean to Tanyel about the whole comment that was made. I don't really have much to say about that other than the fact that I have been telling you guys that Olivia is bad vibes, okay? There's something very strange about her. And I'm going to get into this later as well, but it's almost like now that Zara has left the villa, she's looking for another target. And I hope she knows that Tanyel was not that girl, because she really isn't. That's what I'm going to say. She's just really not that girl. And why do you always feel the need to have Tanyel's name in your mouth? You know, the whole conversation with the kissing challenge and, oh, I feel like she likes Ron. And I feel like everyone is minding their business in this villa. Why don't you focus on your focus? I just find it a bit strange. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with Tanyel's comment. I mean, yes, of course she's going to want to know if two new guys are coming into the villa, because she currently has no connection with any guy in the villa, and the guy she was getting to know has now been dumped. I mean, it's really not rocket science. So for me, that just kind of showed me as well that Olivia is still somehow, okay? And my discernment is ticking and making a lot of sense. Now let's move on to the morning. I don't really have much to say about these morning chats. Sometimes I think they're a bit pointless, but the girls were saying that, you know, things were going to be quite quiet. The villa seemed the same to me, okay? We didn't really see much of Aaron and much of Spencer in the villa anyway, so I know for them, they definitely feel it because they are physically in the villa. For us that are watching online, We good, okay? We're definitely good. Of course, the boys were having a conversation. Shaq did say that he feels like the recoupling just pretty much reaffirms for him how much he does really love Tanya. I actually was told as well that on Love Island Unseen Bits, which airs on Saturdays, which I choose not to watch because I just feel like you need a day break, if I'm going to be honest. For Tanya's birthday, Shaq actually made her a cake and gave it to her, sang her happy birthday, the entire villa and things like that. But the producers didn't actually put that in the week. And for me, it's just very interesting, once again, manipulating how audiences kind of take to certain couples. I mean, we've been blasted with Lana and Ron for the past couple of days, almost a week now, and now it's almost like the public will genuinely try and gather and gain a rapport with them, but there are other cuter bits that take place with other couples that we don't see. So very interesting, but right now I just don't know if I'm on that train just yet. Not to say I won't change my mind in the future. Of course, Ron did say that he really wants to build something with Lana, and Tom pretty much just told him, you know, I'm going to be straight up with you, bro. I don't feel like you've been 100% honest with Lana. Like, you really need to make up your mind. Once again, same conversation that we've seen recycled over the past couple of episodes. I'm not here for Ron at the moment, okay? It's been like this for a while, but I'm not really here for him at the moment because I just feel like he's just too flippy-floppy for me, okay? Is it Lana or is it Sammy? And if anything, why would you put Lana or someone that you care about so much in such a sticky situation because you want to go and branch out to speak to other girls? So that's still my comments on Ron. He is still down by 1,000 points, okay? And I don't see that going up. Let's move on to Kai and Olivia having a conversation. I don't really have much to say about this. They were saying that, you know, they're very happy. The past couple of days they've been happy. He's been so happy. He was saved, so and so. He keeps saying this line as well, like, oh, you know, I just get so nervous around you. And I'm pretty sure we've heard that with other girls in the past. I'm sure we've heard that with Tanyel. I'm sure we've heard that with Sammy, Zara. I don't know. Maybe everyone in the villa right now. Maybe the villa frog, if there's even one there. I don't know. But for me, Kai and Olivia, I don't really care for them too tough, if I'm going to be honest. We can move on to Ron and Shaq. So Ron and Shaq were having a conversation, and Ron was essentially just saying, you know, I feel like I've been tested, but now that she's seen all of these tests, like, I feel like Lana's really going to see like I'm the one. And it just goes back to what I said in Friday's episode, guys. Struggle love is not it, okay? Cut that out of your mind immediately. If you feel like that's the type of situation that you need to be in order for you to know whether someone is actually one for you or the person for you. And I just don't really understand why your reasoning seems to be that I had to go through all of these tests for you to see that I'm serious about you. It doesn't make, I don't know why Ron reasons this way. Guys, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I really don't get it. And for that reason, that's why I really want Lana to couple up with Casey and let Ron know that the door is completely closed. And we're also going to get into that at the end of this review. Shaq, of course, was saying that he'll be shocked if Lana moves on with Casey, which I found to be the biggest contradiction, okay, in what, 48 hours? Because on Friday, when Casey was making Lana breakfast, Shaq, if I do remember, did actually go up to Casey and said, oh, I'm just so glad that you're here. I'm so glad you're in the villa. So I'm just a bit intrigued as to why that changed. I mean, what do you mean, oh yeah, I'll be shocked if she goes for Casey, but you just told Casey that you're happy that he's here for Lana. So Shaq, once again, talking where he doesn't need to be speaking. Let's move on to Jordan and Ellie. They were talking about my drama coming to the villa. Guys, I won't lie, when the camera even panned to him, I said, Jordan is even still in this villa. I didn't even remember. But of course, he was saying that he feels like, you know, he was really nervous, but luckily him and Casey, of course, were exempt because they were the two newest guys in the villa. I don't really have much to say about that. I feel like Jordan is low-key becoming the new Aaron, aka furniture in the villa. He did say he wants to get to know Ellie, and Ellie also said the same as well. But I'm also going to tear Ellie's singlet very soon because my girl thinks she has chat for Tanyel and she really doesn't, but we're going to get into that shortly. Let's move on to Sammy and Tanyel. They were speaking about how she's feeling. Sammy actually told her about Olivia's comment. So the comment that Olivia made about how Spencer hasn't even left and she's really talking about two new guys. And I'm very glad that she did. Tanyel, of course, was like, I don't like that. That's really fake. That's really this of her. That's really that of her. And of course, you do know later on in the episode, Tanyel did end up confronting Olivia. My point still stands, okay? Olivia, get my name out of your mouth. It's okay, okay? It's actually okay. Stop worrying about what I'm doing and focus on what you're doing. Focus on your what? Focus on your focus. We can briefly move on to Ron and Lana going for a chat. He once again was saying, you know, the whole dumping put things into perspective for me. I don't know, like I said, I already let you guys know how I feel about the whole Ron situ. And Lana, I want this wrapped up by Friday again, okay? They brought it back last week when we said they should wrap it up. They've come to bring it back again. I need this whole storyline wrapped up. And if anything, the storyline low-key gets wrapped up tonight because we do know that there was a recoupling. But I still won't be surprised if Lana ends up going back for Ron because I don't feel like Ron is going to let her go so easily. We can briefly move on to Casey and Lana chilling. Guys, I love Casey. I'm sorry, I already let you guys know. He is good vibes. He's absolutely handsome. He has gorgeous eyes, such a stunning smile, and he generally just seems much more caring to me. I do understand that Casey is starting on from a clean slate, and of course Ron has a lot of cleaning to do. But for me, I just feel like if a guy has come into the villa and wants to get to know you and solely you and puts all this energy and effort into you, then Lana should just give him a chance. I mean, you dabbling back to Ron, who clearly is poison. Okay, you've got poison hair, you have fertilizer hair. Who exactly are you going to choose? So I do feel like her and Casey, they'll be really cute together. Of course, you know that they end up getting a text that there is going to be a recoupling in which the girls were going to choose. And if anything, I feel like Ron was the only person who was really pressured, Ron and Casey, because everyone else kind of knows what they're doing. And I guess Tanyel as well, because she doesn't even know who on earth she's going to couple up with. So of course, we end up at the night time. Kai and Ron was speaking, and he was saying that he feels like this is the biggest night of his life in the villa. And what I don't really understand about Ron as well when it comes to his reasoning is he seems to be shocked that he's in the position that he's in, but it's like he's forgotten that he's the reason that he's there. Do you see why that's scary to me? That doesn't make any sense. You are in the position you are in because of yourself. Why are you shocked that you are there? Why are you shocked that Lana has to pick between you? Why are you surprised? Why are you actually surprised? So for me as well, Ron, in fact, I said 1,000, 2,000, okay? Minus 2k points right now. We can briefly move on to Tom and Lana having a conversation. He gave his whole point of view about the whole situation. Breaking news indeed. Stefo told Lana that, you know what? Ron's a nice guy, but you're my sister here, and I honestly just feel like he's playing a game. He's telling you one thing, he's telling Sammy another thing. One thing that Tom said, which was very interesting, was, oh, you know, I'm a good judge of character. To who? Because tell you not to yourself, Tom. Let's be, you know, I've been saying this from the jump, guys. Lack of self-awareness. What do you mean I'm a good judge of character? Okay, you stay there. But I do like the fact that he did let Lana know that he does feel like Casey is genuine, which defo, you know, would have defo planted some seeds in Lana's mind as to who she should pick for the recoupling. Of course, Tanyel ends up confronting Olivia essentially about the situation that happened earlier in the episode. For me, like I said, Olivia is annoying, okay? It's given now that Zara is out the villa, I need a new target, and guess what? Tanyel's going to be that target. I just honestly feel like she needs to keep Tanyel's name out of her mouth and stop focusing on that. Like, I think Olivia said something along the lines of, oh, I don't want you to think that I've come across as fake, and Tanyel was like, yeah, but you said it when I specifically left the room, and that's when you thought they need to say it out loud. So once again, like I said, Olivia is weird, okay? Not my girl. Okay, definitely not my girl. Let's move on to Ellie, Olivia and Jessie speaking. Guys, this scene here just kind of let me know that Ellie is also joining Olivia on that watch list. So of course Tanyel was speaking to Jordan, and I think all of them were just like, oh, she's speaking to Jordan, and Ellie was like, oh my god, if something goes off tonight, it's going to be carnage. Like, finally someone is all about Ellie. I know that's not you speaking. Have you seen that dress? Oh, sorry guys. I said I'm going to try and stop being shady, but the dress is giving grass and you think you have mouth. Can we actually stop that, right? Guys, I couldn't believe you know. You don't even know if they're just having a genuine conversation. Even if they were flirting. Okay, and... Okay, and so is that why, because now Spencer and Aaron is gone, Tanyel should go and sit in one hut and be counting the grass? I mean, I think Ellie's comment there just kind of let me know that she is one to watch, and she will join Olivia on that list very quickly if she's not careful. Of course, let's end up getting into the recoupling, quickly going through the basic ones. Jessie ended up choosing Will, no surprise. Tanya choosing Shaq, no surprise there as well. Ellie choosing Jordan, no surprise there as well. Sammy choosing Tom, no surprise there as well. Olivia choosing Kai, no surprise there as well. And of course, Lana was left to choose, and she ended up choosing Casey. And I love it, okay? I love it. But at the same time, I don't know if Lana is strong enough to stick with this decision. I mean, Ron can come and make her little avocado on toast again, and her head is going to be all up in the clouds. So I'm very glad that Lana has finally read the room, read the situation, and put herself first. But I really hope she sticks with this decision when it comes to Casey. I don't want her going back to Ron at all. I feel like Ron honestly needs to get a taste of his own medicine. And I just feel like he done Lana so wrong. So it's time for him to also, okay, feel the burn. But do let me know what you also did think of that as well. Of course, you do know, because Lana ended up picking Casey in tomorrow's episode, it will start off with Tanyel picking Ron, which means they're going to be in a friendship couple again. But people are also speculating that Tanyel and Ron may potentially get together as a proper couple. Yeah, guys, overall, okay episode to the beginning of this week. Very intrigued to, oh, my stomach is rumbling, I'm quite hungry. But overall episode was definitely okay for the beginning of this week. Really looking forward to seeing how the week goes. Very happy that Lana finally said yes and chose herself and ended up picking Casey, which I think is amazing. And yeah, I'm not liking the way that Tanyel is currently being treated right now, so I'm hoping they switch that up real quick, because right now it is definitely not cute. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys actually thought of that episode in the comment section below. As always, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Road to 30k, honey, so definitely be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and also follow me on my socials. But other than that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your love and also for your support. Anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, have a lovely night and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.